How many of you have found an MMORPG on Steam, on Kickstarter? Maybe it's dead, maybe it's in maintenance mode, and you've logged in to play it, and your first thought was, this would be really good if there were more people. This would be enjoyable if I had people to play with. And as soon as you feel that, have you ever thought, you know what? It's not worth carrying on my own. It's not worth being here because I know, I've got that feeling that no matter how good I get at this game, I will never be able to either complete it or experience all of it simply because I don't have somebody else with me. And that can be a lonely feeling because when you contact your friends and say, hey, I found this new MMO, it's probably going to be cool, but there's no players in it right now and I need your help. They are not going to want to join you because how many people would willingly join a dying MMO? Have you ever been told by your friends to join something and they've been like, nah, mate, that game's going to die. That game's dead. I don't want to invest my time in a dying MMO. That's another really weird kind of thought process that people have, but I get it. I understand it. When I was playing old school RuneScape, when it was just RuneScape years ago, before the evolution of combat happened, when the evolution of combat happened, when the game changed around so much, I said to my friends, look, guys, we've got to push on from RuneScape. We've got to move. We've got to go somewhere else. We've got to find a new home for a bit. I recommend Tera. And all my other friends went, Josh, we're going to go and play World of Warcraft. And I went, well, foolish fools, because Tera is going to be the winner in this battle of games. You mark my words, friends from many years ago. Tera, the action combat game, will be the king. And it's not often I make mistakes. You know, it happens. Don't get me wrong. But that was a mistake. The problem is, now, how many people could I legitimately convince to come and play an MMO with me if that MMO is going to die? I could probably convince quite a few people because I make MMORPG content. But if I didn't, if I was just a guy playing MMOs, I'm like, hey guys, come and play this game with me. It's dead, but it would be fun if there were 4 of us. They're going to go, no, I want to play a good MMO that's going to survive. Because survival of the community is vital. Because, and the wording here is very important, people say they don't want to invest their time in a bad game. Invest. Who here in the chat sees their time playing a video game as an investment of your time? Not just an enjoyment thing that you do, not just a hobby, but an investment. Because when you look back on the time that you've spent playing it, you don't want the time to feel wasted. What is the difference between a bad investment of time and a good investment of time? What's the difference? Is a good investment of time where the game is always available to you, and when you come back to the game in the future, the time that you've put into it in the past is still relevant? Or is a good investment the time that you had at the moment, you know, when it was happening, was still enjoyable and fun? Because if it only matters that the game survives, then your investment is actually more important to you in the future. You're not even worrying if you enjoy the time at the moment. You're not even thinking, oh my God, I want to make sure I'm having a good time right now. You're saying to yourself, I want to make sure the time I spend right now is still relevant in a few years' time. And that's a dangerous place to be. Some people say to themselves, did you have fun? And they go, no, but it was a good investment. Okay. Not quite seeing why that's a good investment, but okay. League of Legends is a bad investment. Time put into it disappears in each round. This is one of the, just like the investment, longevity. Longevity in the interest. Who here has played an MMO which has died and you can't play anymore, but you still consider your time playing it time well spent? Has anyone ever played an MMO, the MMO has died, and your first thought was well, that's a waste of time. That was pointless. Why did I spend all those months, all those years enjoying that game only for it to go and die? What a waste of my time. What a stupid investment that was. Very few people get annoyed at themselves like that, and yet most people want to play an MMO that feels like an investment. In fact, many people, and I'm sure there are people in the chat that will resonate with this, Many people actually don't enjoy the process of playing an MMO now, but they keep playing it because the sunk cost fallacy says to them, hey, if you don't keep playing this, you've wasted your time. Therefore, you must waste more time to justify the time you've already wasted. The moment you stop is the moment it becomes a waste. But as long as you keep going, you're still investing. As long as you keep playing, you've not wasted it. Doesn't matter if you don't enjoy it. Doesn't matter if it's killing you. Doesn't matter if it's actively making your day worse. You got to keep doing it, because otherwise you got to justify to yourself why you've done it for so long. And you don't want to do that.